guys, it's Sierra and welcome back to my channel.
I'm sick of all the drama. I won't listen to my mama.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the Nars Complete Matte. The Nars Matte Complete, what is it called? Oh my god. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer as well as the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. If you guys want to know my thoughts on both products, please just continue to watch. I'm just gonna let you know, like, I just, listen, okay? I don't want to give it away, but you really need to watch this one. Like, look guys, guys, you need to watch this video, okay? Okay, but before you continue to watch, because I know you guys are, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to see you guys back. Let's just cue the transition and get right into it, okay? Okay. Boop! First of all, I can explain. First video that I'm gonna have linked right here is my video on Wishful's moisturizer, which clogged my pores, and everything around my lips, everything around my chin was an absolute mess. Okay, I tried to correct the situation by using a device that I had never used before. Link again, Skincare Mondays. Okay, so I used the device on my lips, all over here. Everything I thought was fine. I didn't have any issues while using the device, but when I woke up today, which is the day after using the device, clearly you can see that I messed up my lip. I mean, we don't even have to we don't have to go deep into that. I mean, it's apparent. So my girlfriend says,
"Are you really gonna go on camera like that?"
And I'm like, yes. The reason why I want to go on camera like this is because I want you guys to know how important it is when you're doing any extractions on your face to make sure that everything is clean. I did clean that spatula with alcohol. I cleaned my face. Everything was sanitized. But just know that when you are extracting, things like this can happen. It's what it is, you know? You don't want them to happen, but when they happen, what should we do? So now that this is on my face, it's a scab basically. It's not the end of the world. My lip isn't gonna fall off, but we don't want it to get infected. We don't wanna have any more problems than we already do. So for this video, I'm gonna be using all clean brushes. I'm gonna, after I use these brushes, wash them again so that we aren't spreading anything to any other areas of our face. I'm also gonna be, right after this video, taking my makeup off, and I'm gonna be using apple cider vinegar to keep it clean, but I'm also gonna be using Neosporin to make sure that there is no infection and nothing gets out of control. I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I wanted to do was literally shed a tear, but then I had to realize, you don't have time to shed a tear. You have to control the situation, okay? So it's what it is. Now that I got that out of the way, please go watch both the videos that are left in the cards. So I thought that because I've jacked up my face again, why not go ahead and try out the new Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation as well as their Soft Matte Complete Concealer, because both of these products claim to be full coverage, and in a crisis like this, we need full coverage. Let's just put some foundation on because I can't, okay? Here's the packaging right here. Basic Nars packaging. Okay, so here's the component. I really like this component. I think this component is beautiful. Here's my first initial reaction. This is supposed to be my shade, which is Tahoe. Why does this look so much lighter to the Tahoe that I'm used to using? It might be the packaging actually, because now that I put it on my hand, I think it might be my shade. So let's start with the clean foundation brush and apply. How are we gonna apply? We didn't prime our face. Tatcha, we don't have to talk about it, okay? You know, she's my girl. While my primer sinks in, I mean, I'm happy that the device worked. I mean, it did clear out my clogged pores. Like, it was really, really bad around my lips and especially down here. It really did help. But like, Out of all the places that I extracted, why my lip? Out of all the places that this could happen on my face, why? It's because it's 2020. There's no other reason for that type of sabotage other than the fact that it's 2020. There's no other logical reason. I'm telling you, it doesn't make any sense. Look at it. Look at my face. Oh my God. Okay, so let me zoom you in so we can do this thing. Oh, it's even worse zoomed in. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so if you have any breakouts or anything like that on your face, what you want to do is go around it. So I don't want to touch this first. I want to literally do everything else before I touch that. And while I put the foundation on, let's talk about the product real quick. So it's $40 on Sephora. It does have a good shade range. I picked out Tahoe because that's the shade that I am normally with their other foundations. And when they say it's matte, it is matte, okay? Because as I'm putting this on, I'm realizing that I'm gonna have to work a little bit faster than normal. I don't like matte foundations, but this foundation also said that it's good for dry skin as well. So I'm like, okay, a matte foundation that's good for dry skin. Let's see if it really is. So this is just gonna be a first impressions. What I was gonna do was do a full wear test, but I don't wanna really put a bunch of foundation or products on my face while I'm letting the spot heal. And if you could see, I also have a little bit of a flare up here from extracting. So if you watch the video, you'll see that I really did target all in this area. So I don't really want to put foundation on or do a full wear test with this because I just don't want more stuff on my face than it needs to be. And guys, I know it looks super freaking ugly. Like, I know it, okay? You guys don't have to tell me how bad it looks. I know it looks really bad. But to be honest, the device actually works like for the rest of my face. I don't really know what I did wrong. I flipped it the other way, the way that they said not to flip it, because I think this is gonna work better for my lip. I have no idea. But you know, I'm not gonna hide it from you guys and be like, oh no, this didn't happen, or be embarrassed. If you heard me on Skincare Mondays, I've said it multiple times, really be careful with extractions because things can happen. Usually what I use is an extraction tool instead of like that device, but I don't think it was the device. I think it was me.
Well, duh.
But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Whatever. Okay, so as far as the shade goes, it looks just like my usual shade. So that was my first concern because you know how sometimes they'll have a different formula and you'll go to get your same shade and it's like wonky. This one is not like that. This looks just like my normal shade. Okay, so as far as it being full coverage, I really think that it looks that way on the rest of my face, but I really want to see how this looks on top of this thing I have on my face. So I'm gonna just use another brush that's clean and I'm gonna tap over it. I'm gonna have to blend it out and just make sure that everything you're using is totally clean. Like this beauty blender is totally clean. Everything you're using is clean and don't spread it around. Just put it where it needs to go and that's it. You can't use this anymore. Don't try to do the rest of your face. Leave it alone. Wow, that's full coverage. Look at that. Boom, gone. Sierra's back to normal. You didn't even know. You don't even know what's going on. If you didn't see this video in the beginning, you wouldn't even know. Yep, for sure full coverage. Yes, okay, so you guys see for yourself. That was the test. I like it. I also picked up the concealer and I got the shade Ginger, which is my usual concealer shade. Here's the packaging on the concealer. Typical Nars packaging, I really like it. And I've never tried their other concealer that they have in the pot. Let's get a concealer brush. To be honest, I don't like concealer that's in a pot, and that's why I never tried their other one. I just don't like it like this. I like it better when it's liquid, and that's just personal preference. But regardless, we'll see how it works. I'm gonna spray a beauty blender down. with some MAC Fix Plus and blend it out.
Sick of all the drama.
This concealer is $30 and does have a good shade range as well. It does look just like the one in the tube, the one that I'm used to using in Ginger, so I think the shades are pretty much spot on. Okay, so my first impression is that you do have to move a little fast with this. I also know that it's supposed to be a full coverage concealer, but I don't know, like I can still see my bags peeking through. On camera, you can't see it because I'm looking in the monitor and I can't really see it, but in real life, it's still kind of dark underneath my eyes. Like I can still see my dark circles in real life. So I honestly kind of just like want to go for the one that I normally use and see if that has better coverage. Hold on. So this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is the one that I always use. And I just want to see, I know that the other one says it's matte and this one says it's radiant, but I want to see if I get more coverage this way. I can definitely tell the formula difference for sure. This definitely looks way more radiant underneath my eyes. You know what? To be honest, I can still see my dark circles, so it just could be just a long day. I think it's me. I think it's me not getting any sleep, and I don't think it has anything to do with this concealer. I'm just saying. Girl, you need to go to sleep. But it's good that we tried both ways just to make sure. So let me just set this real quick because you guys know that I have the creasiest under eyes on the planet. So I'm gonna set it real quick with some RCMA powder and I'll BRB and we'll get right into like a really quick eye look. Guys, look at this brush. It's been through a lot, but I really like this brush, so I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna be using the Bare Necessities palette to create a look today. I've had this palette for a while. I honestly have just not tried it out, but this seems to be like everyone's like go-to palette for some reason. Like everybody needs to have this palette, so I was like, I have to have it too, and it went on sale, so I picked it up. Wow, I mean, it is really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Here are the shades right here. I'm gonna bring my ring light down so you guys can see it better, but these are the shades right here. Ooh. The pan size is really small. I mean, in comparison to a lot of other palettes, but honestly, I don't really mind that. It's not like a turn off for me because I have so many options. So I'm gonna do something simple, I guess, you know, and we'll just zoom through it. Okay, just off of first impression, I like how this palette blends. I really do. I think that it's easy to blend. I mean, I haven't finished blending, but I can tell that this is not a hard blend. And this palette, it went on sale. It couldn't have been more than like $15 on sale. So if you guys see this palette, I would snatch it because I think that this is gonna work for so many skin tones. You have cool tones, you have warm tones, you have everything in this palette. I think it's a really good palette. I'm gonna bring it down and kind of faux contour just a little bit. You know what I wish? That this had a mirror, but honestly for the price, I guess I'm not so mad. It would have been nice, Colourpop, if it had a mirror. That would have been kind of dope, but you can't have it all. They're like, you can't have all these shades and a mirror, like, and it be $15. What are you talking about? How are we gonna make any money? I get it, Colourpop, I get it. We're asking for too much. The shimmers are buttery. I think that this blends out beautifully. Okay, Colourpop. I'm so mad that I didn't get this palette back when it came out. I remember when this palette dropped and I wanted it, and when I went to go get it, it was sold out. So then I was like, it's not a big deal, whatever, you know? And then I saw so many people have this as one of their favorite palettes. And I'm like, really? I mean, they were like, this is my favorite, you know, out of all of my palettes, like out of all 40 of my palettes. And I'm like, really? Can it really be that good? I really like it. I mean, the only downside that I can see is that, you know, it is a little bit bulky because it does have a lot of shades. The pan sizes are a bit small and it doesn't have a mirror. But everything else is good. And that's it for my super easy peasy lemon squeezy eye look, per usual. Also, when you have anything that's going on with your face, like around your mouth, take your lip gloss, wipe it on the back of your hand. Obviously, make sure your hand is clean. And then apply. Do not, I repeat, do not just go like this and stick it on your face. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll be mad at yourself. Just let you know. Okay, so I'm gonna jump off camera. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face, bronze up, yada, yada, yada. Clean this part up because I don't know what happened. And I'll BRB with my final thoughts. All right, guys, this is the finished look, and let's wrap up this video because my camera battery is telling me she's clocking out. Okay, so as far as the concealer and the foundation goes, I really do like the foundation. I mean, you see what it covered up. It covered up a disaster. So yes, it's definitely full coverage. I think that the price point is fine. I'm not upset at the price point. I would say that this would work for dry skin as well as oily skin, because for me, having dry skin, it is not uncomfortable to wear at all. I do think that even though it is a matte, it is a very comfortable matte finish, so I'm not mad at the foundation. Actually, I really do like this formula. I really like this formula. Now, as far as the concealer goes, I don't like concealers in a pot. You know what? There might be no rhyme or reason. I just might just not like concealers in the pot. There's that. Why is this always this right eyelash? I can't with the eyelashes, man. As far as the coverage goes on the pot concealer, I'm not mad at the coverage. I think that I just need more sleep, because I remember even with this concealer, it being really good at covering my dark circles. So it could be just me and I need to go to sleep. So when it comes down to it, I could see myself buying the foundation over and over again. Like I could see myself really buying that foundation. The concealer though, I couldn't see myself repurchasing it just because I don't really know. It's okay. It's okay. As far as this palette goes, this palette, guys, I really like this palette. You guys really should pick it up. And I hope that I gave you some tips being vulnerable coming on camera with my skin looking the way it did, just so you guys have a good idea of what to do and what not to do. And if you do mess up while you're extracting, how to fix the situation so that it doesn't get worse. So that's my final wrap up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to see you guys back, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Peace out, guys.